72% from the stripe.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
We watched a great quarter by Harden. He's got 11 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
Cavaliers trailing. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Smith is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the 5. Kicks it out to Ariza. Here's Mikenelson. And he's good on the 3 ball. Mikenelson has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Houston.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Well, you know, Dwight Howard has gone through his share of nicknames over the years, and some of his names have been self-imposed. But Coach Kevin McHale has taken to calling him Big Horse. I'm not sure. We'll see if that one catches on.
The Cavaliers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Harden dishes to Mikenelson. Back to Harden. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Steve, what do you think of that nickname, Big Horse, for Howard? That do anything for you?
Not really, Kevin. In fact, it's the first time I've ever heard of it. I just prefer to think of him as Dwight Howard. Does that do anything for you?
No, as you would expect from Steve, ever the straight guy.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Irving drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook. He still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Irving kicks to Smith. Kicks it out to James. Smith the pass to James. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That's on Dwight Howard. And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden for a long time as well.
Yeah, it didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played at Duke. It might seem he was an overnight sensation in the NBA, but in truth, he spent a lifetime laying the foundation for his game.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Smith. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Smith wide open. He fires. Irving dishes to Mozgov. Love goes in. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his third foul of the game. LeBron kicks to Mozgov. Goes up again. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 5 points so far. Beverly up top. He's covered by Irving. Beverly the pass to Ariza. Releases from the wing and drills it. Ariza's got his second basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Rockets trailed by 4. And it's Smith penetrating. Brewer pushes to Beverly. Pass to Brewer. Puts it up from 17. The shot misses. Good D from Love. Stolen away. .107 left in the third quarter. LeBron drives in. Kicks it to Mozgov. Left side, Irving. Almost, but it rolls out.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage. Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Smith kicks to Mozgov. On the wing, James. The 15-footer. The kick out to Irving. Another shot. LeBron outside. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beverly the pass to Brewer. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Here's Irving. He has 5. On the wing, James. 2 on the clock. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 19 points for LeBron. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Howard is out there with Smith, and it's Terry in at the point guard position. The Cavaliers leading by 4, and they're moving it up. And then Shumpert slams it in.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Thompson right side. Cleveland moving the ball around. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. In low to Howard. And he gets the bucket.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Now here's James. And he gets it to go. LeBron's got the lead back up to 7 now for the CANT.
How many times have we seen him do that? Just batter a defense with his ability to explode to the basket.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential that they're going to pull this game out.
He dishes it to Dellavedova. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cans. A wide open look here for Cherry. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss. Bit of a controversial statement last year when LeBron said that there are no longer any real rivalries in the NBA anymore. Seemed off at first, but he might have a point.
The logic LeBron used in making that rivalry statement was that all of these players, Clark, have known each other for so long, coming up through amateur tournaments, AAU and the like.
And not to mention, Kevin, that with how free agency is structured now, there's a lot more player movement going on. Still, I can't get 100% on board with what he said because there are teams that clearly don't like each other.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Harden. Power dishes to Ariza. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. The Rockets again can't hit.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Stolen by Harden. Howard kicks to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 15 points for James Harden.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like. Great second half. I mean, he came out of that locker room ready to play. Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Thompson. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for the Rockets. That one wide left. Rockets trailed by 9. Here's Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Irving attacking. He gives them a double-digit lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
And the basket by Harden.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
James kicks to Love. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Cleveland.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And this result will get them square in this season series at 1 game apiece. So important for them to get back a little momentum against an opponent who took them to task previously.
Yeah, going down 2-0 would have made their third and final meeting of the season very difficult to win. But now they'll go into it really liking their chances.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for LeBron. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
J.R. Smith on the wing. It's tipped. Top of the key. Offline. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.